For most of my life, I was completely poor. I did stupid things that cost me in the long run. For example, I took student loans just to drop out of college after 2 semesters. I spent all the money that I earned every month as soon as I got it on stupid things like furniture with buy now, pay later options. Yes, this is how dumb I was. I can say that now because I turned my life around completely after I hit rock bottom with thousands of dollars in debt and nothing to show for and serious existential fears. I was always stressed about money because I was basically just one payday away from being homeless. And you know what is the sad part about this? This is considered normal. I always had this tiny little voice inside my head that wanted to make me feel bad by saying things like, what if I don't make X amount of money by the end of the month? And how will I pay my mortgage? And even though I had successful businesses by the age of 21 that were making me 6 figures a year, I still had anxieties. And these anxieties, they come from your habits and your beliefs about money. And after I found out that there are 5 habits that kept me broke the entire time, I was not only able to build up my bank account, but I also got rid of all my debt. I also moved away from Germany and I scaled my businesses from 6 to 7 figures a year. And if you want to know the exact 5 things that kept me from becoming a millionaire in my 20s, you should watch this video all the way till the end and subscribe to the channel. The first habit that kept me poor is blaming other people for things that I could take responsibility for. By blaming other people, you give away the control while also making yourself the victim. A good example would be blaming your partner for ordering fast food when you want to lose weight. Even though you are the only one in the relationship who's a little bit overweight, you're still mad because you can't help yourself and grab a nice burger too. And then of course, you blame your partner for your weight gain. A way to fix this would be to take ownership of the situation and say to yourself, you eating fast food has nothing to do with me sticking to my diet. I have control over my own actions. I do them because I choose to do them and not because something or someone makes me to do them. And yes, this principle is even true for serious things like accidents, diseases, or anything money related. Even though the situation may not be your fault, you take the responsibility to fix or deal with the problem. This belief served me well because I feel great freedom from taking ownership over everything that happens in my life. There's also a great book on this topic called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. I will put a link to this book in the video description. Next, we have lifestyle inflation. This is the reason most people stay broke their entire time. This one was a big one for me personally, and it's very important that you understand me here. As soon as I made some money, I spent it. When my income increased, so did my spending. And this is because my unconscious mind tried to bring down my bank balance to zero every single month. At some point, the existential fears kick in, and they hit really hard with physical responses. For example, when I sat on my couch to watch a movie, my heart started racing out of nowhere. And at the time, I didn't know what it was, but it was existential fears. And those come from lifestyle inflation. And as soon as you find yourself buying a fancy car, a new house, or doing luxury vacations just because your income increased, you, my friend, fell into the lifestyle inflation trap. So the fix for this problem was hiding the money from myself so that I can invest and build up my wealth. I try to save most of my income now because it's very satisfying to see how your investment portfolios grow. Next, we have the shiny object syndrome. A shiny object can be anything. In most cases, it's a new business opportunity that you saw online. And for me, every time something new came up, I had to try it. The fear of missing out was always there. And I had this for so many years, and I have it still to this day to some degree. But I don't think that the shiny object syndrome is 100% bad because it helped me start my business. But at some point, it's sabotaging you. And that point comes right after you have decided what you want to do, because it will always present something better, easier, or even faster. The solution to this is very simple. Just focus on one thing for 1 or 2 years before you shift into another business opportunity. Next, we have inaction. I think inaction is one of the most toxic habits that you can have because it can disguise as an improvement. There's also a fine line between improving yourself and procrastinating. For example, if you want to build muscle, you start to watch all these YouTube videos on how to get a bigger chest. 100 videos in, you realize that you forgot the most important thing of building muscle: working out. This is the most dangerous thing nobody tells you. It's when education becomes entertainment. I always invested in myself because it's a shortcut to any skill. If you want to learn something, get a mentor, read a book, or buy a course. However, if you find yourself watching one educational video after the other or buying one book, one course or coaching program after the other, you are in serious trouble because education just became entertainment for you and you're not making any progress at all. Yes, you get smarter, but inaction is now your standard and now you're stuck. And the sad truth about this is buying another $9.97 business course won't make you any money. Another diet plan won't help you lose weight, and another self-help book will most certainly not make you a better person unless you stop consuming for entertainment and start to implement the things that you learn ASAP. Always try to think of ways that you can shorten the time to implement new things into your life, and you will never procrastinate again. Next, we have getting rich quick. In the past, I've always tried to make as much money as possible in the shortest amount of time. And as a result, I didn't care about the customer service, product quality, or the client results. And the sad truth is, 90% of the people build their businesses exactly this way, especially online. People teach you all these fancy strategies that sound so cool in theory, but are way too complex to receive any real-world results. If people can't get results or at least find some sort of value in the services you're providing or the products you're selling, you'll go broke fast. Because as soon as somebody becomes your customer, they will get disappointed and never buy from you again. For me, everything changed as I decided to deliver as much value as I can, because I put my customers first and I got results and told other people about the services that I was providing, about the products I was selling. And think about it, the relationship with your customer just started. And if you provide extreme value, they will buy more from you. And this is why I never sell anything that I'm not 100% sure of that people will love. Because I would do myself a disservice by not having people buying multiple times from me. People don't want to buy from you because they want to give you money, but because they want a solution to a problem they have. If you can make that problem disappear, then you get paid. And the more problems you make disappear, the more money you will make. Focus on providing as much value as you can and you will never be poor again, ever. Period. Now that you know the things that keep you from becoming rich, you should watch this video right here on the habits that made me a millionaire in my 20s. And no, these are not trendy self-help habits like meditating, taking cold showers, or drinking lemon water in the morning. Just watch the video right here and see for yourself.